Ready to drive? 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 207 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and what if I told you that I need to get somewhere fast, immediately? So I go grab my car keys, I cannot drive for any reason, and I give it to you. So I'm like, let's go, I need to get somewhere. And you look at me and you say, yeah, sure, but give me a moment. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, leaving a like and subscribing really mean a lot. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much. So, today's episode is a very special one for me. It embodies the necessity of the Shower Podcast because this Saturday, if you ask any regular person or in general, a person that is able to slack off and enjoy their day, would have been just a natural Saturday. I woke up a bit late, I had breakfast, I enjoyed some time with my girlfriend, and she left a bit after lunch, and I was like, okay, today I want to clean up my apartment and go on with it. Problem is that given that my morning was so slow and for the way that I am, I got stuck in analysis paralysis. You know, everything was, I don't know what to start first, what to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. And even though here in the channel, I have presented many ways and many solutions to this problem, they still exist because, you know, the only difference, as I have to recall even from the first episode, you have to do it. If you don't do it, if you are stuck in thinking, maybe I should this, you won't solve anything. So I got on the sofa and I started watching some college tennis. If you are into tennis, I recommend it so much. It is absolutely incredible how much passion these students put into their matches. Like, it's way above any kind of entertainment you might get from a real tournament, besides maybe the finals of the Grand Slams. But we are derailing. Just wanted to, pop out this information. But point is that, you know, it was also raining outside. And overall, you know, I was in a position of absolutely, I wasn't productive. I wasn't doing anything. And in the back of my mind, though, I was reminding myself, hey, you have to do a lot of stuff. You better get up. And some hours passed. And the moment that I stood up, I felt like I needed to do something, but there was no energy. And thinking about it and trying to come up with something to describe this, the way that I felt, I found this analogy that I think will work very, very well. And overall, it will be a way to remind myself of what it means to be productive. And is this imagery of driving a car. When I say, are you ready to drive, is me telling myself, hey, you need to start doing stuff. And I'm like, okay, sure. It's the act of giving the keys. But the moment that I have these keys, you have to ask yourself, am I actually ready to drive? Because if you've ever entered a car, and especially during the first moments in which you were learning, you know that, of course, you get the keys, you unlock the car, you know, you open the door, you sit down, and then there are several things that you actually check. You try to see if the mirrors are right so you have the right visibility. You know, you look at the rear mirror, that it's fine. You try to see if you are in position with with the wheel. There are certain things that you need to do. You put on your seatbelt, you turn on the car, you put on the first, and then you're like, okay, now I'm ready to drive. All of this to say that you should not and cannot expect yourself to be able to make such a quick shift of mindset and actual action, you know, when coming from a position of absolute zero productivity. And this reminds me that in these days in which things are going slower, you're not busy, your mind is not already in a position of doing something, you have to bring it there. It's always better to start with something easy, but not necessarily related to the task that you have at hand, But it could be as simple as, I don't know, going for a walk or deciding that you have to grab something that is somewhere far. Overall, distance yourself from your previous state of mind. So the way that you were just chilling on the sofa, doing nothing, and you're like, okay, let me start doing something. But that starting to do something needs some steps. There are some required steps before actually getting into the rhythm of things that if you don't do, you will actually never be able to start. Because what happened is that given that I wanted so much, so fast, my mind was like, yeah, no chance you're gonna do that. And then I crashed out again on the sofa. This happened 2 to 3 times and the day was over. All I'm here to thank for is this podcast, because I would have finished my day on the sofa. And even though there's nothing bad with it and it's absolutely fine, this scenario, this ritual of sitting down, turning on the camera and sharing my thoughts puts me in a condition of actually, puts me in the state of doing something. So it's a bit paradoxical because now the day is over and I would be in the right mindset to start everything. But I also want to give myself a lesson and start the day properly tomorrow and do the things that I have to do. It's gonna be fine. It's nothing. It's no crisis. We are talking again in the end about regular stuff and about regular problems that you might have in your day and in your life. When important moments come up, when something is critical, we access parts of our brain, and in general, we put ourselves in a state that it's hard to relate to logic. You just do, you just go. It's that fight or flight scenario, and in the end, you don't want to be in that situation way too often. If you want to know why, go and listen to the previous episode. Having said that was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. Very introspective episode. And still, I love that it puts me in a good mood, even if I was in a bad mood before. But yeah, this helps a lot and helps me, as always. But I'm happy if it helped you in any way, as usual. If you like this episode, remember that liking and subscribing are really, really welcomed. And overall, as usual, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and see you tomorrow.